Alrighty, guys, welcome to the Operator Bootcamp. I just wanted to make a bootcamp on Arma Reforger, including basically anything that has to do with infantry, vehicles, how to navigate the map. Literally every aspect of Arma Reforger is going to be in it. I'm just gonna start off simple and easy. I just wanted to give you guys something to work on. Maybe you don't know about all of this, and I just want to give you something that will improve your gameplay right away. So let's just jump into it. First concept is going to be about your last known location. If you're being engaged all of a sudden by an enemy, you just want to leave your last known location as soon as possible, basically, and flank your last known location to where you can actually see your last known location and possibly see the guys that are going to flank your last known location. I've prepared a little scenario to just highlight and explain what I mean. Let's go see how it plays out. Okay, we just assume he just got engaged. He's leaving his last known location. Bad guy number one decided to take on the flank. We are just going to assume this guy is like suppressing this area still so he can, move up freely. And our guy is just casually moving up on here. Now, this guy is right now, he's in the blender. That's how I call it. He's in the woods right now. The red guy is in the blue guy's territory because he already knew this side of the forest, so he already knows what he can expect. And at this point, he can also decide to turn around and shoot bad guy number one. You can literally just sit and wait for him and shoot him. Let's speed this up a little bit. Eventually, he will reach this point. If he decides to shoot or not, he can reach this point and maybe catch this guy off guard in the open, trying to push and help his teammate or whatever. So the concept is leave your last known location and basically flank your last known location, sit and wait, or you flank it in such a way that you can catch the other guys off guard again. That's a concept you really need to practice. Obviously, it's not going to work in every type of environment, but there is always going to be a variant of this that you can use to gain the advantage, because at the start of a gunfight, your initiative is at a 50-50, right? If they start shooting first, now it's 70-30. So you got to turn it back around and gain an advantage to engage your enemy and probably kill them without being killed yourself. Now I just wanted to show you guys something else real quick. We're going to move on to the next scenario. Okay, guys, we're on to the next scenario right here. I just want to showcase to you guys how it actually sounds when you're being approached by an enemy, when you are the one waiting in cover and just taking a minute to listen. All right, let's go. Alrighty, now I'm going to show you guys how it actually sounds when he's coming through a bush. Alright, so I'm going to pause that. So it's pretty obvious that walking through a bush is going to make way more sound than walking in the open or whatever. But either way, you're making a lot of sound. You can counter this in Arma Reforger by setting your walking speed. If you walk slowly, you'll make way less sound. Crouch walking does help, but sometimes I feel like the pants rubbing against each other make more sound than just. All right, so that's about walking. Basically, sound discipline inside of the wooden area. Let's go see how urban area looks like. Okay, guys, I prepared a little scenario. We're gonna see how it actually sounds when you got like somebody walking around the house you're currently sitting in, so you get a feeling of how loud that is. So as you can see, he's literally on the other side of the house and I can still hear him. This is the value of taking a second to just listen. Obviously, there will be gunshots going off sometimes, but that's not always, especially when you're behind enemy lines. So, all right, let's move on to the next subject. Alrighty, guys, we're here to the next subject. I want to show you guys an effective way of moving through the woods and later effective way of moving yourself through a urban area. Um, I'm showing you one scenario, but the concept will always stay the same. So when you see a wooded area, and it doesn't matter if it's like a strip like this, or it's a big forest area like that one over there, I just want you to consider this. Where is the objective? Let's say Lamentine is the objective. If you wanna, if you wanna be considerate and like plan your route carefully, put something in between you and the objective always. So in this scenario, let's say for some reason you have to move through these woods, enemies here or whatever. Never go through the middle. Never go walk on the side, obviously, where the enemy has a vision on. But then also, if you have like here, you have a piece of dead ground, and it's like a piece of, it's a strip of ground that's lower to the floor as usual. Try to use that. Lower yourself as much as you can, but then also, you see we're moving along the tree line. And it should give us the most piece of cover that we can get. Let's just observe the scenario. You tend to see people moving through the middle of the forest way quicker than moving on the side of it, because let's say I'm the enemy. I came from that side. So I'm observing here. So this guy has a higher chance of being seen to this guy, as you can see. He's not covered by a hard cover, it's just visual cover. All right. So let's move on to the next scenario. Show you something. Alrighty, guys. It's very simple. Whenever you get to the city, you can basically see if there are a string of houses next to each other or something that you can use to just peek in and out and get to your objective, and then observe a little bit before you start capturing or whatever. But the main goal is in the forest, it's visual cover, and in the city, it's hard cover. You have to be inside of a house and operate from there. So go inside this house, then go out, go inside this one, and just keep repeating the process until you get where you want to be. It's honestly not that simple. Just watch your approach towards a city so you can make use of the shortest route to get inside of a house, operate from there. And that's it. Let's go to the next subject. Okay, guys, next subject. Covering open terrain can be really hard, but with the right combination of tools, you can just pull it off pretty easy. As you can see over here, I've set like a pad. This is like the path that I would take if I was in this situation to where I have to charge this down. Um, Going straight over here is a no-go. I mean, people have a pretty good understanding of where the enemy is coming from, so they might be observing this side over here. And I'm not going to say that if you do it this way, you're not going to be seen or shot at all, but at least you have some type of cover, visual cover mostly. So think about your path when you're going. Just check the map for a second and look like, okay, do I have some green somewhere? Is there like a route I can take, towards the city instead of just crossing over? Because you took like a 2 minute, 3 minute ride to get here just to die because you wanted to be impatient. So it's just a little example of like how I would do this. I mean, it's not bad. We can also go on this side and jump in here. But it's again, you're crossing open terrain, unnecessary. Just take the path, a little bit of open terrain here, but you're almost in. Maybe throw some smokes down. At this point, it's late for them already anyway, because if you manage to cross in here, now you're in the blender. So now you're good to go. So this is how I would like cover open terrain basically. This is what I call dead ground, because if I do this, right, you're basically you have a lot of visual cover from the town, and as the more you get down here, you're basically invisible to them. This is a moment you can, sit down and listen and see if there's enemies around, and then keep on pushing. This is one example of how I would, deal with open terrain. The principle is all the same everywhere, but then the situation will change, obviously, as you go through on the map. Just find visual or hard cover, and then plan a route and just stick to the route. That's it. If you get in contact over here, you just back up on the route. If you get in contact over here, you just back up. Don't go into the open just I'm already seen, so it does matter because they can shoot you better now. Simple. All right. Alrighty, guys. Last tip. If you actually have to cross open terrain, I would say do everything you can. So throw down some smokes, and when you're crossing the open terrain, do not run in a straight line, but basically zigzag. Zigzag because the bullet has to travel, they have to aim, yada yada yada. That's what I would say. It's still going to be dangerous, obviously, but do not go prone like this. This grass will not render in, especially on multiplayer. It will not render in at the distance, so they will just see you straight away. You have to run and zigzag. Okay, guys, this was the first video for me. If you actually like it, leave a like, leave a comment. Definitely leave if you want to see something in the bootcamp. I can definitely add it. But for now, this was it, and I hopefully see you at the next video.